a fan of this, SmackDown returns to 2 hours on July 4th. A lot of chatter online about how people have felt with SmackDown going to 3 hours once they debuted on the USA Network, and now it has been announced that they will return back to 2 hours on July 4th because USA Network has a new show debuting called The Rainmaker, which it's pretty funny
Okada?
if you're a wrestling. Yeah, that was my thought.
Yeah.
I was like, God
Look at me
damn
though.
it, Tony. That was good. Sarah, I'm
I
proud
know
of you for
ball.
that one.
I
You
know
do know
ball.
ball if you can pull that one out.
So I'm actually like kind of split on this, and I think part of it is just because I was trying to be optimistic about the move to 3 hours because I was like, all right, it's SmackDown. They have the talent.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them to not be able to fill a 3 hour show and fill it or easily. Sorry. But I think we've had more than enough evidence that they just do not put the same care and attention into SmackDown the way that they do for Raw. And so it feels, I don't know, at this point, it almost feels inevitable that they were going to move it back to 2 hours, whether they're being forced to or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in that regard, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. That's fine because you guys haven't been able to put together, even a handful of successful 3 hour SmackDown since it became 3 hours. But I'm also just like a little bummed about it because I feel like this is now just going to force even more people to not be on the show. And I feel like they have the talent. So going down to 2 hours, that's cutting another 40 minutes out of the show. And that's 40 minutes that we could be seeing more tag team matches. That's more women's matches. That's more anything, and underutilized talent, aka Pretty Dudley. Like there are people that should be getting on TV, and now their chances of getting on TV are even slimmer. So that's the thing that just bums me out. So that's why I'm like torn. It's like it makes sense, but I'm also just not thrilled about it.
I want to see them be more efficient with their their time now that it is 2 hours. The one thing about Raw is that it picks up. It does, it's constantly moving. They go from
Mm-hmm.
one segment to the next seamlessly, sometimes in one shot. I want to see
Mm-hmm.
more of that on SmackDown, and because of what you're saying, they're not treated the same as Raw.
Yeah.
Try new things. Do
I
new
don't know why.
things.
And this is the thing.
Who
Just because
cares?
it's not on Netflix, why had you not tried to make it better? Because again, this is
It's
more
cable television.
it's more accessible to more people because more people have cable than they do have a
Exactly.
Netflix subscription. So like, why aren't you trying to put together like solid shows every single week like
I
that?
don't know why. I don't
You
know
had such
why.
a big opportunity here, and to create more stars because you have an extra 40 minutes, or whatever, an extra hour to feature more people. And now it's like, okay, you want more call ups, if they do the draft anytime this year or what, even in the near future. How are you going to fit all of the people that you have down in NXT that should be on TV every week when you're cutting an hour out of it and you already don't feature the people who should be featured every week?
I know. I
It's just a mess. That's the thing that I don't think people are thinking about. I get like that SmackDown isn't great every single week. I'm not arguing that it is, but I think that people overlook the importance of having that extra hour and
mhm.
how, maybe we wouldn't have gotten some of these solid tag team matches recently if they cut that extra hour out because they don't really care about the Raw tag team division. So they could easily do that with SmackDown because the SmackDown tag division has only gotten
No,
hot
yeah,
recently.
no, that will stay. You know
No,
what I
no,
mean?
what
Like,
I'm saying is if they
oh,
didn't
okay.
have that extra hour, they might not have moved in that direction, is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
So it's like
Okay.
if it had always been 2 hours, maybe we wouldn't be sitting here actually excited about, the Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, or we wouldn't be getting funny moments with Solo Sokoa and JC Mateo and Jacob Fatu. Or maybe LA Knight would be missing more episodes because there were
Mhm.
times where he wasn't on for a week or two. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just it's a double-edged sword, I kind of feel like.